it. So I get asked a lot, now that you've cut the cord, what do you do with your old cable equipment, your old satellite equipment? Well, that's what I'm going to show you on this video today. One thing you've got to make sure is that you own the equipment. So if you're lucky or unlucky enough, wherever you look at it, to have used Sky in the UK and you have one of these boxes, well, these are absolutely free to do with what you please once you have finished with them or you've upgraded the equipment. They don't expect it back. If you're with someone like Virgin Media, then they'll expect the box back because you just rent it. So make sure that you own this equipment before you do anything that I'm going to show you in this video. So what I'm going to do is, well, I'm going to show you how to get one of these. It's an external hard drive. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the hard drive off of this, put it into one of these chassis, and you can use this for a NAS drive. You can use it to extend the storage on your PC, or you can plug it into your router, and that way you've got some more network storage. That's what I'm going to show you today. The tools that you'll need today are one of these, possibly one of these, and maybe one of these. But what's essential is a sledgehammer. But we'll show you that later on in the video, and also a little cup of tea won't go amiss, as always. So let's get on with the video, nickety slippity slap. Right, this isn't rocket science. It really is just a matter of finding the screws and taking them out. So everything will be different depending on your model. Right, I'm just going to take all the screws out that I can see because nothing seems to be budging. I'm sure there's people screaming at me right now, telling me what I've done wrong. Aha! Screws in here. There we go. 2 screws. 1, 2. There's your problem. Oh my giddy aunt. Okay. Sometimes a bit of brute force is needed. Aha. Here we go. We're getting somewhere. Right. We've got 2 bits off now. Whew. I'm sure there must be an easier way to do this. I have done this before. Right, okay, there's a screw in here. I certainly don't want this taken apart. Aha! There we go. Eventually, it slides. It slides out. Right, it looks like we've just got little pins here. 2 little bits here. There's 2 little bolts here. They need to be taken out. What I do also recommend is to protect your good table. I got a little bit carried away there. Hard drive is right underneath here. They really don't want you to get this off. There we go. Little sluggle in the sliggle. Unbelievably, the hard drive is right at the very bottom here. They really don't want you to get this hard drive out. Thank goodness we're not putting this back on. And I think once I take this out, the hard drive will be released. Or so he thought. Another screw here. And finally, we've still got 2 screws here. 2 screws. 1, 2. Here we go. The hard drive is out, and then it's just a case of taking these little things out. And there we are. 500 gig hard drive. Just a regular Seagate hard drive. 500 gig. They really, really don't want you to take these hard drives out of the boxes. There must be about 30 screws there. Okay, so we've successfully removed our hard drive from our cable box. Now we need to get one of these. Now it's a hard drive enclosure pack. You can get them readily on eBay or Amazon. I'll put the links to the one of this one is in the description. I've used this for over a year now and I really do recommend it. I bought it with my own money and yeah, it's good. It's powered, so you have to plug it in. Now it's totally secure as well. It's secured by 2 screws. So I'm just going to show you how to mount the drive into it. So you just take these screws out and just be careful when you're taking it out because this bit here is the business end. As you can see, that's what will attach into your hard drive. So all we do is we connect it in. Very simple. You can only do this one way, like so. And then we just put it into the enclosure. There we go, just like that. And then we put the screws in. It really is that simple. Okay, so we've successfully hooked it up onto our external hard drive housing. So now all we've got to do is make sure that it's plugged into electricity and then we plug it into our Mac or computer. Now, if you want to do this on a PC, then a quick Google will be able to show you how to reformat an external hard drive. Or it's very, very simple. I'm just going to show you how to do it on a Mac because that's what I've got, a Mac. So just make sure that it's plugged in. And then what we have to do is search for, go up to the top here and search for disk utility. Usually it will come up for you. Hit enter and we'll come into here and this is your disk utility. Now this is all the drives that I've got at the moment. Now the reason why it's not showing up right now is because what I particularly like about this box here or this housing is that it's got an on and off switch. So if I just turn it on, then you'll see it come up on the screen. And here we are, it's come up on the screen, it's called XTV. So all we do is highlight it there. We can rename it right now, but what I want to do is erase it. At the moment there's not really much on it, it's only 917 megabytes out of the 500 gigabytes, so it won't take long to reformat this. So we just go up to erase, click on erase, and then this will come up. So we want to rename it, so I can just rename it CB's Backup. You can call it anything that you want. And now, the format, now this really depends on what you wanted to use it with. If you're wanting to solely use it on a Mac, then it'd be Mac OS Extended Journals. If you're wanting to use it for a PlayStation or an Xbox, then it's MS-DOS FAT32, which is on right now. You'll see it's ticked. Now the FAT32 has got some drawbacks. The main one is that the largest file you can have using MS-DOS FAT32 is 4 gigabytes. So bear that in mind. If you've got any files over 4 gigabytes, then it will not work on this drive. I want to use more than 4 gigabytes, so I'm going to use exFAT, and that way you can use it on a Mac, PC, all bases are covered. Now all you do is click on erase. Now if it comes up with not mounted or an error, all we have to do is we'll just do it again. So let's just click on erase and then we'll put on what we want to call it again and click on erase. And now you'll notice that the erase is complete and it has mounted it. So don't be worried if you get initial error message. All we do is click on done. So there you go. Now we have successfully created an external hard drive in its own little housing. So you can use it for backups or for whatever that you wish. Of course, there is another alternative, what you can do with an old cable or skybox, which is a lot more fun. You ever wonder what you should do with your old skybox or cable box? Well, wonder no more. it. There you go. Right, kids, let's bash it. Give it some. Your turn, careful. Give it some. That's good smashing.